Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. This is Ferociousllama. I'm playing Pyromancer Ascension today, and I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of the deck. We have our 16 lands. There's 3 basic islands, 1 basic mountain, 3 misty rainforests because they can fetch up our islands, or our steam vents. There's 4 steam vents, and 1 sulfur falls. The reason there's 1 sulfur falls instead of another basic land is it's pretty rare that we'll draw it on the first turn because we really want that untapped land on the first turn, and we don't have to pay 2 life to play it tapped. Thought Scours, they put 2 cards in our graveyard, let us draw a card. 2 cards in our graveyard is great when we have a Past in Flames, and it lets us draw a card. Sleight of hand, let's pick one of the top 2 cards, the other one goes on the bottom. Really helpful when we got a dig. Serum Vision is probably the best draw card in the deck. Let's draw a card and then scry 2, so we can get rid of any unwanted lands, or if we have duplicate goblin electromancers or something we don't want. Gitaxian Probe basically just lets us draw a card, see if our opponent has counters. A lot of times I'll just play it on the first turn, find out what they're playing, and kind of adapt my playstyle from there. And it lets us draw a card, and we can play it for no mana, which is great, especially when we end up with an active Pyromancer Ascension. It's basically pay 2 life, draw 2 cards, which is awesome. Manamorphose makes 2 mana, lets us draw a card. Gets crazy when we have Electromancers or Ascensions, because it'll actually make us mana, which is awesome. Then we have our standard Pyretic Rituals and Desperate Rituals, and I'm running 4 Grave Shots, which a lot of people don't run, but they usually run 2 or 3. I'm running all 4 just because there's a lot of times with real aggressive decks, like Zoo is the big one. Sometimes Mono Red Burn with all the Goblin Guides and Vexing Devil, stuff like that. It's really tough, but it lets me clear out their board. If I'm not able to go off just yet, I can clear out their board and then hopefully draw into a Past in Flames. Desperate Rituals, of course, and I run 1 Cyclonic Rift. The Cyclonic Rift, the purpose of that is a lot of times people will play, lately I've been seeing a lot of main deck, Leyline of Sanctity, and other stuff that really messes us up. So it basically lets me return everything to their hand. I've actually played it a few times against decks like Merfolk that have a little bit of a slow start. It really helps me. It slows them down enough to where I can go off. So that's the main deck. And in the sideboard, we have 1 defense grid because counter spells are awful for us. 2 Shatterstorms because Affinity. Sometimes you get those real explosive starts, and we can't really do anything about it. But with all the card draw, we're able to kill all their stuff and set them back enough so we can go off. 2 Empty the Warrens in case they do have those pesky Leyline of Sanctity. Lets us make a bunch of goblins. And there have been many times it's won me the game. Blood Moon, we just go for those early fetch an island, and as long as we got our 1 blue source, we'll draw into another, or we'll make it work with just 1. But like there are some decks where if I go first, I play a land, they play a first turn whatever non-basic land, and I go second turn Ritual Blood Moon. That's game. You get a lot of scoops to that. Lightning Bolt helps against the aggressive decks. 1 more Cyclonic Rift if they have a lot of permanents. Like there's been a lot of like blue white and blue black, sometimes Tron, sometimes not Tron. That are like artifact based decks that really play a lot of artifacts and have a lot on the field. So the Shatterstorm helps with that, but it also returns them all to their hand, and then they really can't do anything. Leyline of Sanctity, discard hurts, especially when we have our opening hand Pyromancer Ascension. It gets Thought Seized or Inquisitioned away. So I threw in 3 Leyline of Sanctities. It also, a lot of times someone will play like Liliana, and Liliana's terrible, but there's not a lot this deck can do against a Liliana, so we just discard because that's what we got to do, and that's okay because we have our Past in Flames. But the big thing is when they ultimate Liliana, we got problems. Hopefully we can go off by them, but it doesn't always work that way. So let's play. See how. All right, we won the die roll, so let's play first. Okay, we've got one land and a Gataxian Probe. Now, I don't know if this is the best hand to keep, but we do have 2 Manamorphose, which will let us draw 2 cards. The 2 Past in Flames, really redundant, we don't need that. But we have a Pyromancer Ascension. So let's hope we can play our Gataxian Probe on the first turn and our Scalding Tarn and see if we can find some more land. I don't know if that's the best play just because we don't even know what our opponent's playing, but he mulliganed to 6, which is good. So let's cast our Gataxian Probe, find out what he's playing, and it looks like he's playing Jund. Okay, he's got that Sacrifice guy and a Dark Confidant. Okay, we're all right with this. Okay, well that wasn't what we wanted, so we wanted a land. It's okay, we got one more draw to draw a land, so let's see what happens. Alright, plays that tapped. And let's go ahead and fetch a Steam Vents. Let's not pay the 2 life. And see, now we're in kind of a predicament. But at least we know he's only going to play a Dark Confidant this turn, so we're okay with that. Yep, Dark Confidant, as expected. Okay, and we draw our land. Yay, go us. Okay, now we know he has a Maelstrom Pulse. And that guy that lets him make me sacrifice something. A creature. So, we're going to play that. And I think we're just going to get an island. Because, well, you know what? Let's do a Steam Vents. And we'll pay our 2 life. And we're going to play Manamorphose. Just because we got to get some card drawing going here. So, and we're going to get a blue and a red. And a Pyromancer Ascension. Okay, so let's play the Ascension. And he's going to Maelstrom Pulse it. And then, hopefully next turn, we'll be able to play an Electromancer in a land or something and get going. Okay, so he's not going to kill our Ascension. But he's going to beat us for 2. Okay, we drew a Grape Shot. Yay. Go us. Let's we're gonna Grape Shot that Confidant because he is a pain. And let's see what happens next. I would put my money on he's probably going to play that creature or Maelstrom Pulse R. He's going to Maelstrom Pulse. Oh, another Confidant. Yucky. Bad for us. Okay, we got another Steam Vents. So, let's think about what we have to do here. We can go Goblin Electromancer. Manamorphose, well, Pyretic Ritual, and then Manamorphose, and then we'll have 3 mana, which is not enough. So let's just play our Steam Vents. Tapped, and hopefully if we draw one more Ritual, we can do some stuff. So I think that's the second swamp he got off of his Confidant. Okay. And he's going to Inquisition away. Probably our Electromancer. Maybe the Manamorphose. But he could take the Ascension and then Maelstrom Pulse. So, I don't know. Let's see. Yep. Electromancer. As expected. Okay. And another Manamorphose. So let's see. I think we can actually wipe out his board and do some stuff with an active Pyromancer Ascension. So if we go red, and then we go Manamorphose, and we will put a counter, and we're gonna make a blue and a red. Not that it matters. Oh, hey, this is good. So we're gonna play him, and then we're gonna go red, and we're gonna cast that. And now we have an active Pyromancer Ascension, and we have oh, he's got an abrupt decay for our Ascension. Okay. Yeah, let's use the ability anyway. Okay, we're gonna go blue, red, and let's see. Then we're gonna go Pyretic Ritual. Now, let's see. We got a bunch of stuff in our graveyard. So, I think we'll play our Past in Flames. We're going to use a blue and a red to play that. And then we're going to go, let's see. Well, let's see what he's got in his hand. We have Maelstrom, Pulse, a Swamp, and a Wild Blight. Oh, so we can wipe out all of our tokens. And we draw a Grape Shot, which I'm okay with, because we have a Grape Shot in our graveyard that we can cast and one in our hands. So we're going to go Pyretic Ritual. We're going to go Manamorphose. And let's make a blue and a red. And then let's play Sleight of Hand. Ugh, hate when that happens. 2 lands, we don't care which one. We're not going to play it. Let's go Manamorphose. We'll make a blue and a red. Oh, Desperate Ritual. We'll play that. We'll play Manamorphose. And we'll make another blue. Let's make 2 blue. We'll play another Manamorphose that we drew. And we'll make a red and a blue. And now we have 14 storm count. The little chat box is off screen, so sorry. So let's Grape Shot him. And then once this resolves, we'll play the other Grape Shot and win the game. And another Grape Shot. See, this wouldn't have been possible if we didn't have our Goblin Electromancer. I don't know why he never Maelstrom Pulsed our Pyromancer Ascension or Goblin or something, because that's what he should have done. So, yay, we win. For game 2, we're gonna throw in some Blood Moons, and I think we should throw in Ley Lines, because I bet he's running a lot of discard, and I don't particularly care for discard. So the Cyclonic Rift, I don't think he's gonna play anything that'll really screw us up. Well, usually my go-to get rid of card is Thought Scour, because he might have a Scavenging Ooze, and that's a problem. The only thing is I don't like taking it out, only because there's it's a draw card. You know, we're putting in a non-draw card, so I think we're gonna go like that. We got to take out one more card. I don't know why that's so small. Sorry about that. So we put in our 3 Blood Moons, 3 Ley Line of Sanctities. We took out our Cyclonic Rift and our Thought Scours, and I think we're going to take out 1 Past in Flames. Just because it's kind of a late game card, and we don't really want to slow ourselves down. In fact, you know what? We're going to put that Past in Flames back. And we're going to take out a Grape Shot, because I don't think we need all 4. You know, it served us well last game, but it's pretty rare that it's that necessary. So let's see what happens. Okay, we have Serum Visions, Sleight of Hand, Pyromancer Ascension, Goblin Electromancer, Past in Flames, and 2 land. I don't think it gets much better than this, so we're going to keep it. But he's probably going to make us discard. Oh, cool, he didn't have an untapped land. Of course, the ley line comes 1 turn late. That sucked, but we're going to fetch up a basic island just because when we get that Blood Moon, we're going to want to be able to play it and still have blue. So I don't think we need either of these lands. Or the land or the Electromancer, I mean. So we're going to put them on the bottom. And he's going to make us discard. Yep. Maybe it wasn't such a good choice to put the Electromancer on the bottom. But he's going to take Pyromancer Ascension, I think. Because that's what he killed last game. Yep. Okay, pass the turn back. So he's kind of mana screwed. He missed his turn 2 land drop. Oh, come on. 2 ley lines in 2 turns. None in opening hand. What a lousy deal, huh? Okay, let's play a mountain and a sleight of hand. And I think we're going to put the, let's put the Pyretic Ritual in our hand. And we'll put the island on the bottom. The island would have been nice. That would have been better if it were a scry, but it wasn't. So, what you gonna do? So, guy, if he misses his land drop now, I think we're gonna drop the Electromancer and try to kill him next turn, if possible. Oh, he's gonna take our Electromancer, or the Ritual. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm not sure what he would take. I know I'd take the Electromancer because that's way more dangerous. Because if he's in play and I have 1 untapped red or red mana, it's probably game. So he took Sleight of Hand. Okay. Oh, and he played another Woodland Cemetery. Okay. Oh, Scalding Tarn. All right. Well, we're not going off right now. Bummer. So we're gonna see. Hopefully he doesn't have any more discard. Okay. And he plays a Courser of Crufix. And he's got a Shadow of Doubt on top of his library. Alright. Well. And at the end of his turn, we'll crack our fetch land. And at this point, let's just get a Steam Dance just because we don't have a Blood Moon. And alright, Serum Visions. So let's see, what can we do here? We got, I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to play our Electromancer the turn the turn we go off. But he doesn't have a lot of pressure, all he's got is the Courser, so let's play Serum Visions. And we drew a Manamorphose, which is awesome. And a Desperate Ritual. So we're going to put the Grape Shot on top and the Desperate Ritual on top because we want to draw that first. And we're going to pass the turn. So he drew his Shadow of Doubt. It's okay, we're not going to be searching our library. And he plays a land. And beats us for 2. We're okay with that, though. And our keep. We'll draw. We're going to draw our Desperate Ritual. Alright, so let's go Electromancer and see what we can do. Now he's probably got an Abrupt Decay. He's going to kill our guy right now. And if he doesn't, I think we're going off pretty much unimpeded. But he's probably got it because he wouldn't think this long. If he didn't, or he's in shock, that we're going to go off. So now he's got it. Yep. Okay, fair enough. So let's see. We got 4. Okay, well that kind of screws us all up. I don't know why. If I had one more mana, it would have been good. So let's go ahead and we're gonna play that, and we're gonna make a blue and a red. Let's see. Our storm count is 6. So let's see. Let's go ahead and Grape Shot his guy. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so that's targeting him, and oh, oops, that was a misclick. I meant to target him. I don't know why I did that. And we're gonna let our 2 mana go. Makes me sad. If he didn't have that Abrupt Decay, he would have been dead already. Hopefully. Just because we've been able to make a bunch of mana. So, let's see what he's got. Ooh, Vampire Nighthawk. Still not a lot of pressure, but he's gonna gain life, and I don't like that. I'm not a fan of my opponents gaining life. But it's okay, because if we're going to go off, we're going to go off. So I thought he was playing Jund, but apparently he's just playing... Oh, take whatever, I don't care. Oh, wait, we got 2 of everything. So, I thought he was playing Jund initially, but apparently he's just playing green-black, which I've actually seen it a few times. Okay, sure. Okay, give us something good. Okay, well, that's good. Pyretic Ritual. Okay, we're going to pass the turn. If he's got discard, he's going to take the Pyretic Ritual because we need like a land and another ritual, or we need 2 more cards. But he's got 4 damage, which is getting rough. So, and he's probably going to play more creatures. Yep, now that's very, 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 very bad. So, we're not going to win this game. Okay. So, let's see. He's probably going to remove a bunch of stuff from our graveyard, which is bad. But if we draw a land or another ritual would be even better. Oh, he took the 2 most worthless cards out of our graveyard. Awesome. He took a Past in Flames and a Goblin Electromancer, which aren't very good. So, just thinking about what to take. Oh, he's going to take his Courser. Good. Good for you, man. So, we're going to be at 2. And, well, maybe we're going off this turn. If we are, we win. If we don't, well, we lose. Yeah, we lose. See if we go Electromancer. And then we go Pyretic Ritual. We've only got 3 mana, and there's nothing we can do with 3 mana. So, we're going to scoop. Bummer. But you can't win them all. Okay, he's got that game. I didn't see any of his Maelstrom Pulses. So I wonder if we should put in some Empty the Warrens. But I don't think so. I think we'll stick with what we got and see how it goes. See, the only problem was, had we had an opening hand leyline, he wouldn't have been able to make its discard anything. But later in the game, had we had our Thought Scourers, we could have Thought Scoured ourselves and maybe done a little better. Because those are really just dead cards. So he's sideboarding. So I'm going to go ahead and pause until he's back. Okay, we want to play first. And oh, this is awesome. Because we're going to go turn 1, Steam Vents, turn 2, Ritual. And it doesn't matter if he makes us discard. So we're going to definitely keep this. So we'll play the Steam Vents tapped. And go from there. Oh, and of course he plays a basic swamp every time that happens. It's okay though. He won't build a fetch. He won't have a bunch of green. Won't have a bunch of black. So he'll probably just have minimal amounts. And he's looking at our hand thinking, oh crap, and he's going to take our grape shot. Probably. It's not that hard of a decision. You take the grape shot. Okay. Take that too. So, we go Desperate Ritual, Blood Moon. Sweet deal. We got an island. There's only 3 in the deck, so I'm kind of happy we drew that. Yeah, we have a lot of fetch lands, so we could have fetched up a basic island. So he can pay 2 life to have a mountain come into play, untapped. But I don't think he's gonna, because I think he wants to play his Dark Confidant, but he knows we have a grape shot. So we're just gonna kill his Dark Confidant when he plays it. But he has no more basic lands, which is awesome. In his hand, at least. Or he would have played it. So while he makes the apparently enormous decision about whether or not to pay 2 life to have a overgrown tomb that makes only red mana come into play tapped or not, I'm going to pause. And it looks like our opponent has disconnected. I think it's mighty convenient, but he disconnected. So anyway, that's my first recorded match with Pyromancer Ascension. So thanks for watching.